Good morning. Welcome back this Friday, the 29th of May, to another session of our weekly youth forums powered by the Co-operative Bank of Kenya. Now, we are super excited because today marks our 17th episode, and at this particular point, I want to thank everyone who has been part of our forums since we started this year. Thank you so much for being our loyal online community. And in case today is the first time for you to be here and you do want to catch up on all the conversations that we have had before, it's very much possible. All you have to do is to go back to our social media platforms, Co-op Bank Kenya on X, on Facebook, and on YouTube as well, and you will be able to watch all the fantastic, impactful conversations that we have had right here. My name is Violeta Ngina. Always a pleasure being your host on our weekly youth forums. Now, today we are going to be diving deep into another fantastic conversation, a conversation that will help you know how to move forward with your business in the digital way. So we are going to be talking about digitizing your business, yani kufanya biashara yako iwe katika ile sekta ya digital, you're running it in a digital way. And to help us learn so much about that, we are joined by Mr. Samuel Mbugwa. He is the head of digital products and innovations factory at the Co-operative Bank of Kenya. Good morning, Samuel.
Good morning.
How are you?
Very well.
How are you feeling today?
Fantastic. Good to be here.
Sauti yako kidogo, tuambie wewe unafanya nini, alafu leo umetupangia nini kuhusiana na hii mambo ya kudigitize biashara.
Thank you once again, and good morning, everyone. Good to be here, of course, with my lovely host, Ngina. It's a pleasure. So what I do on a daily is we build digital products for our customers, to serve our customers, to ensure that they're able to, we are able to meet their needs on the digital platforms.
Right.
So I'm here today to share that knowledge with our viewers, and to see how much we can help anyone who has that craving of the need to understand how the digital space is. So glad to be here. Great,
and we're looking forward to learning so much from you. So kama wewe ni kijana ambaye pengine unauza mitumba, you're doing your side hustle, you're a content creator, ama unafikiria hata kuanza biashara, this conversation is for you because the digital world is transforming how businesses are built and run across the world, and we do want you to be forward with that conversation. So kabla hata tuanze kuelewa mambo ya kudigitize biashara, what does it take? Are there resources involved? Wacha tu tuanze on a lighter note. What is that digital app or tool yenye lazima kila siku utatumia? Not even just once. Lazima utakimbia pale kidogo. You know, social media also can be quite addictive. So is there a particular app that for you every day, no matter what, you have to be there?
That's a really good question. And being in the digital space, I use quite a lot of the social media tools. But that one tool that I always have to, open every day is X, formerly Twitter.
Yes.
Because that's where I really get to have all this information on what is happening in the tech world, in the in the business industries.
Right.
The guys that I follow, what are they saying, what's happening in the news. So I cannot have a day without opening
X is your go-to.
It is.
So far, sai ni saa 5 asubuhi. Ushaingia pale, ushaangalia updates za leo, ama you have a particular time when you go check in. As of now, umeshaingia pale or not?
Believe me, nishaingia. So
clearly, it's your go-to for sure. And we'd also like for you, our online community, mtuambie, what is that digital tool, ama ile app ya social media ambao every day, several times in a day, you have to go there for a few updates here and there. Let us know which app that is. We'll be more than happy to read your feedback as we proceed with this conversation. But also remember, if you do have any question as we proceed with the conversation, pengine kuna kitu jaelewa kuhusiana na mambo ya kudigitize biashara yako, kuna swali ambalo uko nalo, please don't be scared to shoot your question. Ask it. We will be more than happy to give you answers during this chat. Kwa hivyo tuanze from the very beginning. Kudigitize biashara.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you hear digitizing your business, it sounds like a very technical thing, a very serious thing that needs experts and a whole team of people to accomplish. So it can be a bit complicated to a young person. But just in simpler terms, nikikuja nikuambie Ngina, it's high time hii biashara yako uifanye digital. What exactly are you telling me, or what exactly are we telling a young person to do ukimwambia afanye biashara yake iwe digital?
I think to begin with, digitize biashara comes in different aspects. Yeah, kuna aspect ya, you know, to make sure that your business is seen. You know, customers wako wanaweza ona business yako online. So that's one way tunaweza ongea about digitizing your business. Number 2 ni, of course, a business. Lazima you make payments or receive payments. So the aspect of doing it in a digital space, that's also digitizing your business. Kuna pia what do you call it, stock, yeah? You can order and, you know, fulfill your orders online. So that also is part of the digital space. Kuna pia engage your customers. That also is digital. So there are different aspects of digitizing your business that you can get into. Some wako in all the spaces, some wako kwa moja ama mbili ama, but each with whatever need that your business requires.
So it's not something complicated. Hata kama unajibu DM ya biashara, umedigitize biashara yako. Kama una receive payment through online, you have digitized your business. If you're there to get visibility, that's digitizing your business
Content
as well.
yes.
So in this day and age, how important is it for the young people to digitize their businesses? Ukicompare how biashara ilikuwa inafanyika kitambo, na uangalie the world where we are living in right now, the behaviors of our customers, why is it important? Wewe kama kijana ukianza biashara, whatever business that you are doing, kwa nini ni muhimu sana conversation ya kuingia pale kwa digital ikue a must accomplish for you?
I think for a business, the most important thing kwako ni, you know, customers wakuje kwa biashara yako. So kitambo businesses would be like, you want to go where mali kuna footprint nyingi ya watu. But nowadays that footprint move from the streets of Nairobi or whichever city you're in to the digital world, and that is where the customers are. So that means that ukitaka customers wa interact na biashara yako, you need to be where? You need to be online. So every day kila mtu unampata ko online. They're on their phones, data ikiisha uko like, you know, you're fidgety because now you need to be online. So you need to be with your customers wakiwa online. So customers have moved from the streets wako online.
Yeah, online. And you need to go where your customers are, and that's why it's very important to digitize. So let's look at different scenarios of young people. Here we are very keen on passing down these skills to the young people, whether they're in formal sector, informal sector, so that we help them as they move around their different businesses. Kuna kijana pale ambaye pengine anauza chapo. Sawa. Mwingine anauza kahawa pale asubuhi, unaona pale kwa stage wakiserve makanga asubuhi, which I think is a very thriving business. Alafu kuna mtu pale yeye ni anaenda Mtumba, ananunua nguo, anauza online, sindio? Alafu kuna mwingine ni mwanamuziki, sindio? So these different people, they are all young people, all of them have different businesses. Wanataka kuelewa how can we digitize in the different fields they are in. Ndio pia kusikue na ile watu wa kudigitize biashara yao ni watu wako na biashara ya aina fulani. It's like ikona specific people who should bother about digitizing. So the different businesses that we are doing, how can digitizing apply for different things that we are doing? Tuanze tu na huyo mtu wa chapo.
Actually nitapata example na na nuanga chapo so hapo Mwalimu by chapo.
Una bengi chapo? Smocha ama chapo kawaida?
Wacha nisichome. But Mwalimu by chapo, I observed that lady and she's actually digitized her business. And how has she done that? Akona delivery person na yeye mwenyewe ndo anatengeneza zile chapo. So akona WhatsApp mahali we order chapo hapo kwa WhatsApp. Anajua ni Sam ndo ameorder, anajua ni Ngina ndo ameorder chapo ngapi. So yeye mahali pale yuko anatengeneza chapo zake, but kuna mtu ana receive hizi orders wapi? Online. So that's digitizing your business. And then akisha deliver, then anaanza kuangalia payment. So Also akona a pay bill, akona pochi, we do make payments kwa the same channels. That's still digitizing the business. So tusiangalia digitizing business as if ni, you know, kukwana like a big website or being having like all these digital solutions. Sijui umetengeneza billboards, sijui unapatikana kwa YouTube adverts and all that. No. Those small bits of advertising your business, of being online, that is digitizing your business.
Alright. Yes. Kuna mtu atafikiria mimi biashara yangu ni ndogo, it's just a startup, ndo nimeanza tu, hata bado sina sales zinapita 5,000. Ni nini nakimbizana kudigitize? Ningoje ni grow alafu sasa nitaanza hii conversation ya kudigitize. Is there a particular time when digitizing becomes the ideal time? Ama tu kianza hiyo biashara unafaa kuanza with the digital mindset?
But then unafaa kuanza tu na that digital mindset immediately.
Okay.
Because let me even still continue giving that example ya huyo madhe wa chapo, sindio? Mimi nimekuona ukikula chapo. And then nikwambie, umetoa pia chapo, nataka hiyo chapo. Uniambie, iko pale kwa kibanda, enda ukachukue. Most of the times, you will not go.
Of course.
But nikikwambia ndo hii WhatsApp, hebu mchata atakuletea chapo, immediately that is a converted exactly. So you need to start, you need to be online. The same way happens to Instagram, TikTok. Ukiona anything hapo and then imekubamba, you make a purchase immediately. Probably that huyo customer hata hauku meet, hamko in the same location. So exactly, so you need to think about digitizing your business from day one.
And it also leads to a lot of impulse buying.
Which is good for you as a business person.
Business person, mambo ya impulse ni shida yako, but at least the sale is there.
And the customer buying is happy.
And the customer buying is happy as well. Great. So you've already convinced us, we are sold, that we need to get into the digital space, whether you're running a big business, a startup, we all need to be in the digital landscape. So kuna ile sasa mtu anafikiria, okay, resources that I need to go digital, anafikiria pengine budget inatakikana pale, will I be able to afford it? I'm still trying to put this business of mine together. So just help us understand, ule mtu ambaye anafikiria ama anafeel kama mimi sina bado capital ya kutosha, can they still digitize their business? Ama kuna unafaa kungoja pesa yako ifike kiwango fulani, then you'll have enough resources to digitize. Help us understand how that works.
I think those are good thoughts actually, because it means you're actually thinking about digitizing, right? And probably maybe your way of thinking of digitizing is on another level. But it's good to understand you don't need to have a lot of capital. Yani, saizi WhatsApp iko free. Kukona any social media handle is free. Kuingia YouTube kusoma kujua how to use those, iko free. So really, the only sort of maybe at a cost to you would be your time. Wewe mwenyewe, time yako mwenyewe kutengeneza content, kuchukua time kwenda ku create hizo, you know, the social media handles. That's the only maybe cost that utakwa. Maybe the cost of bundles. Hapo ndo. So really, you don't need a lot of money to say that you've digitized your business.
Right. So that's one of the things that we are going to be demystifying today. Kama ulikuwa unadhania kuingia mambo ya digital or digitizing busy yako is something that requires a lot of money. What you're telling them is?
It is as easy as it can get.
Very easy.
Very easy.
Free. You only need your bundles here and there.
And yourself.
Your time to create the content as well. All right, great. So far, so good. Thank you, Samuel. Unatupeleka na mtaratara vile inafaa. And we want to make sure our online community is feeling the same. So from whichever part of the world that you are watching us from, if you have any question about digitizing your business, kama wewe ni mwanabiashara ama unapanga kuanza biashara, uko na startup ama you already have a company or a business that is already running and you want to understand about how to go digital, Mr. Samuel is here for you. So ask those questions. We'll be more than happy to sample them and give you answers as well. Sasa tuingie kwa mambo ya social media na kutumia social media yako as a business tool. So the apps are very many, social media apps. Kuna Instagram. We're going to name them together. Instagram.
Kuna X.
X, your favorite. Give me something else. We get it.
Kuna
your
TikTok,
favorite.
of course.
Oh, good. Kuna TikTok, and then we have Threads. We have Threads,
Snapchat, LinkedIn, Zippo, Facebook, Zippo.
Facebook. Okay, there's so many. So how can you use social media platforms, all those that we have talked about right now, as a business tool?
There are many ways you can use the social media platforms as, tools of digitizing your business. You can use them for, creating visibility for your business. You can use them to, to engage your customers. By engage, you mean, talking to your customers where they can create orders, where they can, share their inquiries. You can even use them to, make orders, right? Someone can order and make a payment. So to decide which social media to use, unaangalia what am I trying to do at this point in time. Business yangu imegrow sana ama iko ndogo, inajulikana ama haijulikani. So depending on your need, unachagua ile platform yenye itamit need yako. Let's say for example unataka business yako ijulikane.
Right.
Unaweza ingia mahali kuna watu wengi, right? So kama ni Facebook kama Instagram, you can now have visibility there. Right. And then ukipata customers wako nao wameanza umeanza kupata that visibility, then maybe unataka kutarget a certain niche of clientele. Maybe clients wako LinkedIn. So now you start learning how do I still utilize the pages, the social media handles that I have to now start driving you business on certain social media handles. So at different times kuna different needs na different socials itakupatia different outcomes. So figure it out, angalia what you want, and then get in there and then do what is required for those certain social media handles.
Right. So let's say mimi ni kijana, niko na social media pages zangu as Ngina, and I have my hundreds of thousands of followers. So I have like, let's say 100,000 followers on my personal page. Alafu niko na hapa busy yangu ya mtumba, fashion and beauty and all that. Na nimeipatia jina Fancy Nancy. Sasa nafikiria nitaianza Fancy Nancy account yake. Nianze from scratch. Yet I have Ngina's page that's already at 100,000 followers. Is it a must nikikuwa na biashara nipatie page yake peke yake, ama kwa sababu mimi ndo bado founder wa hiyo biashara, I'm the one who's answering the DMs, it can still be merged in my personal page? How do we create that? This is your brand, this is the page, can they be together?
I think hapo now inalingana na vision yako wewe mwenyewe kama founder, and then also the type of business that you're running. Business yako, as in, are you the brand of your business, or is your business a separate brand from yourself? So kama you're the brand of your business, then there's no really harm ya run the two brands at the same time, because really your brand and your business ziko separate sana, right?
Can we give an example ndio mtu ambaye anasikiza atufuate? When you're saying kama wewe ndio brand na wewe ndio business, does now that become someone like a musician?
See, you can talk about it.
Let's say we're talking about Sauti Sol, whoever. It is a group.
Exactly.
Let's say BN. So yeye ni BN, yeye ndio artist. So yeye kila kitu yake inaweza kuwa kwa page moja. Lakini kama mimi niko Ngina na nauza product inaitwa Fancy Nancy.
So but at the same time unaweza tumia the synergy of Ngina's handles kupia promote
Fancy Nancy's handle. So mna collaborate in terms of posting.
But then again, at the same time, Fancy Nancy still has a life of its own. So that's where mwenyewe how affect the company in itself, right? So your company can still run, and that makes it, like iko na a life even beyond yourself. Okay. Say for example, you want to sell it. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be related. So this other new person can still be able to run
the page,
the Fancy Nancy, without you necessarily being there. So that vision of you as the founder determines how to go about it.
All right. So thank you for clarifying that. Kwa hivyo kama wewe ndio brand, it's still all in one person. It's okay to use the same page, and that applies a lot to the artists, actors, spoken word artists. Lakini kama ni biashara tofauti, comedian, ads. All right, great. Mtu kama chachi.
Yep,
Sindio?
right.
Good. That's a very practical example, at least in a sink in. But if you want a totally different, if you're Ngina, but you're running something totally different, it's good you give it the life on its own, right? All right. So we had asked people online what social media tool or app they have to check every other day. Ulisema yako ni X. Before we continue the conversation here, wacha tuone online community wanapenda kuenda kwa app gani. Martin anasema WhatsApp is my go-to just to know how my social circle is doing. This is a friendly person, clearly. Lazima check mbogi yake kama iko sawa. John hapa ameamua atakuwa kama wewe, anasema I mostly use X and Instagram just to keep myself updated. I know you are happy. You finally have someone on your bandwagon. Kim anasema Safaricom app for my transactions. Lazima kuwe na biashara, si ndio? Good. Thank you, Kim, for your feedback, and keep that feedback coming. We want to learn so much about what apps you go to. Kuna ingine hapa from Rose. Rose ni fan wa Copa. Kamsema app to do my transactions and payments. All right. Thank you so much, Rose, for that. At least now we know where our online community likes to go to. Vini anasema YouTube and sometimes Instagram to post my content.
So Instagram gets to...
Yes, Instagram gets to. All right, great. Thank you so much. Keep that feedback coming, and also kumbuka mnaweza uliza maswali yote mko nao kuhusiana na mambo ya kudigitize biashara, and this conversation is for everyone. Whether unataka kuanza biashara, whether you already have the business running, big business, small business, it's all for you. All right, so we had stopped at creating a personality for your business and for yourself, unless when you're the brand. And then now there's the different platforms, different behaviors. Ukiwa pale X, naweza kuja pale nauza mitumba yangu pale X, will it work? Unajua kuna platforms zingine una read the room. Yole huku ni serious people. Kunaendanga je huku, can I come and just be there telling people, guys, this crop top is nice and all that. So how do you position yourself and your business in these platforms? Ndio pia uhakikishe unaongea lugha ambayo inaongewa na watu ambao wako kwa hiyo platform. Kwa sababu venye utaongea TikTok, si venye utaongea LinkedIn, na utaki kuchoma. So
yeah, the potential customers.
So how do you learn? Mimi ni kijana niko na biashara yangu. How do I monitor and how do I behave accordingly in the different platforms?
I think hiyo ni swali nzuri, and we really need to be in those spaces kwanza, and then tuanze kuelewa watu wana behave aje kwa the different setups of the different platforms, right? And I believe unaweza uza in all the platforms, but hauwezi tumia strategy moja kwa platforms zote. Vile tu umesema hauwezi tumia strategy ya TikTok kwa LinkedIn, right?
Kwa ni global leaders.
And pia wale watu unapata in different platforms, totally different. So kama unataka kuongea na global leaders, you definitely need to package your content for the global leaders. What fancies them, right? What engages them? What would make a CEO of a company engage you on LinkedIn when you're selling your merchandise here? So at the same time, ukikuja TikTok, wataki vitu serious, wanataka kuona, and even the media that you're using to engage, TikTok itakuwa, video content, LinkedIn utapata problem, andika stuff, vitu zenye zinawahusu. So lazima uelewe all these different platforms and how to engage and how to even put yourself across.
Right. So there's no harm at the very beginning. Hata kama uelewi, just be there first. Survey, angalia venye watu wanaongea, see how the conversations flow, and then with time you'll be able to know how to be part of the conversation.
And sometimes that you don't even need to be the one posting.
Okay.
Unaweza kwa wendo na engage, right? Unaona maybe a person that you're targeting to make a sell to ako mahali fulani. So you get in there and then comment, have an engagement with them on that topic that wana that wamepost, and then over time unajipata mko kwa DM na make a sell, and that's it.
All right. So si lazima pia wewe ndio post. Okay. All right. Great. Thank you so much. So umesikia vijana different, you can, I like what you said, you can sell on every platform lakini strategy itakuwa tofauti. I really like that. All right, so let's have a look at what the online community wanauliza. Wako na maswali kwako Mr. Samuel. Oscar anasema, I own a garage. How do I go about digitizing it? Huyu ni mtu ambaye ako na garage yake pale, anatengeza magari, anataka kujua atafanyaje mambo ya kudigitize garage yake. You'll help him learn that. Lance anauliza, how can digitization be effective in the agricultural sector? How do I go about targeting the right marketplace for my products in a digital space? Huyo ni mkulima kama mimi, very happy. Pia ukulima ni digital squeeze mstuane hivi. Alright, alafu pia kuna Ken, should I create a separate business page or utilize my personal social media accounts to promote my business? We had touched on that, lakini nitakuacha wirudie. Pengine he's just joined after you've answered that question. Kwa hivyo tuanze na wa kwanza, ako na garage. Anataka kujua how they can digitize their garage. Ni kama mleti magari hapa, ni kwani hazijaribika. So how can he digitize his business?
I think for a garage, and actually you can digitize any business.
Yes.
And for a garage, maybe we could ask ourselves a few questions. Garage yako watu wanaijua? Will people, when I trust, garage na watu wako very tight na magari zao, sio? Wanataka kujua, if I bring my car, itatoka ikikuwa sawa. Yes. For spare parts or even shipping parts, maybe garage yako pia iko na a shop hapo kando ya kuuza parts.
Spare parts,
So now we look at that. Now, let's say for example, your biggest challenge is getting more customers. So one, una need kuanza engage, kuanza kuonyesha whatever you do. So unaweza first of all, make sure umepata consent from the owner of the car that you're posting or that you want to create content now. Of course, pia the other way, unaweza muongelesha umuulize. We will get to know about your business. So si lazima ati necessarily kweni wewe all the time. But unaweza pia tumia other people to promote your business.
Okay, so he should just show himself more
lazima
and what he's doing. All right, great. Aya, kulikuwa pia na mkulima. Mkulima alikuwa anauliza, how do I go about targeting the right marketplace for my products in a digital space? Tutasaidia aje Lance?
So for farming, because farming is seasonal, right? See ati unafanya as in unavuna every single day.
Absolutely.
So of course now you also need to be in that space of farming. So kama kuna farmers groups, kama kuna farmers forums, you need to be there. These forums, of course kuna forums nyingi sana online. Kuna marketplaces as well. Mahali unaweza kuona post vitu zako. And I've seen something that is coming up actually. Yenye unaweza post na unasema nimepanda avocado, then zita grow in the next 6 months, nitaanza kuvuna. So already kama kuna buyer mahali anajua in 6 months time ngine atakuwa na avocado. So there are different ways unaweza kwa pale. Unaweza pia create your own pages na wewe uanze kuuza, because selling bora umeget dosio. Si lazima tupeleke kwa market, a physical market or a digital market, bora umeuza. So the digitizing of your business really will follow the different journeys. So usione mwingine ametengeneza website and then pia uko pale umekimbia kutengeneza.
Alright.
Yako kama ni WhatsApp na una post avocado zako,
iko tu sawa. At least hata ile huyo mkulima una post miti, hakuna mtu atakwambia data protection, hiyo mti ni yangu.
Ni yangu, exactly.
You're safe. You can hug the tree if you want to.
Chukua ma fences za watu, ma flower pots za watu. and you're good to go.
Kidogo,
Absolutely. Kwanza huyo yako poa sana.
Well, Lance, usiogope, piga picha na miti zako, onesha watu ile kitu unafanya, shika mchanga ni yako. Just be proud of what you're doing, show people what you're doing and be part of the forums. WhatsApp groups za wakulima, those really help. I can tell you that for free. All right. Alafu kuna Ken alikuwa muuliza, should I create a separate business page or utilize my personal social media account to promote my business? I will allow you to emphasize on that one more time.
So hapo pia now in like we had discussed earlier, it depends on your vision of your business or your brand, right? So kama unaona hii brand yako, kuna watu wanaweza tengeneza brand Ngina and it becomes a brand on itself. It's no longer Ngina the person, but Ngina the brand. So unaweza anza, for example, if you're an artist, you can start with you as the brand, so hakuna differentiation between nyinyi wawili. And then as you continue growing, unaweza kuwa na Ngina a company that now continues to run your brand, then separate yourself from your brand, and that way it means now your business will continue running minus you. Exactly. So kuna different points. Maybe if your business is young, ndo unaanza, ndo unafanya whatever, so you can start at any, hakuna right or wrong, but then as you continue to grow, then you start looking at how do I make sure that I can separate these two, because pia maybe unataka life yako, maybe a private life from right now uko in the media, kila mtu anakujua na nini, itafika point maybe uko like now ndo hivyo sasa, but kama zimeshikana zote it becomes a bit hard to.
Alright. Okay, thank you for that. So Ken, umesikia, it's very nice if you can have your separate, lakini kama wewe ni mtu kama msanii where it's very hard to differentiate the brand and the person, it can be all together in one page. Alright. Frederick pale Zoom anauliza, what are the challenges involved in digitization? Kijana anaweza pitia changamoto ya aina gani anapojaribu kufanya mambo ya kudigitize biashara yake? What have you seen happen?
Kuna challenges kadha, and one big challenge ni choosing the right tool or the right tools for digitizing your business. And remember, not all tools meet all needs. So pia kuna the right tool for the right need. So kama unataka kufanya engage customers in your digital space, then you have to choose the right tool to engage customers, right? Kuna customers wanataka kuingia kwa DM yako, wapate maybe an automated DM, that si lazima wewe ndo unajibu, wako pale DM ina like a chatbot of some sort. So WhatsApp imefanya vizuri sana in that space. Basically the meta related platforms, unaweza ingia pale na yenyewe inaku-engage, right? So kama uko na goods zako, unataka mtu akikuchat ina-engage, so that's a good platform to use. But pia kama unataka posting videos, then different platforms ziko na that capability. So you need really to be so sure unataka kuachieve nini, and then you get to. Of course kuna vitu kama security of your
which we'll get to. That's a topic on its own. Security, lakini ya kwanza umesema unaweza jikuta in the wrong app. All right, thank you for clearing that. Kwa hivyo just take your time, monitor and also look at what you want to achieve. Pole pole too, you'll get to find your place, the best tool. All right, so before we continue with our conversation, nataka tuingie kwa mambo ya now mobile money, digital payments and fintech in Kenya. Lakini wacha nirudi kwa Lance, ule mkulima wetu. Just to let you know, Cooperative Bank has been very keen on supporting young people in the agricultural space, and across the country they are holding forums ambapo wanaleta vijana pamoja, wanaleta experts pamoja, and you're given different tools, advice, unaconnectiwa na market, people with input, and you should look out for the next location that we will be coming to across our social media platforms. So far tumeenda pale Nakuru, tumekuwa Kagio, and very soon in the month of June we will be in a county or in a place close to you. Kwa hivyo wakulima, don't panic. We have your best interest at heart right here at Cooperative Bank. All right, moving on to mobile payment. Ulisema that's one of the ways of digitizing your business. Kabla kijana aingie katika hii sekta ya mobile payments, digital payments, fintech, what are the things that they need to look out for? What do they need to know? And also kiangalia trend ya mobile payment in Kenya. How do you see it behaving over the last few years?
Actually, I think it's a very good thing that Kenya was a pioneer for mobile payments. At least inatuweka in a better position to digitize our businesses, right? Because at least someone can make payment to your business without them being there physically. Pia imerahisisha, like access to loans and all that. So kama I had a discussion earlier with a friend of mine, alikuwa ananiuliza, can I start a business with no capital? You see, now if unaweza kureceive hizi payments zako digitally, then means already utapata access to capital from the mobile loans, right? So as you continue using the mobile payments methods, be it from banks, be it from the telcos, then you're growing your transactions, and they're able to score you better. Okay. And since creates sort of of a fixed way of transactions coming to your account, then they're able to determine that your payment abilities. So that's a very good way of digitizing your business. Of course, it also matters customers wako wanakulipa aje. Are they easy to pay you with your mobile money? So really, it's become easy to do it. So kama unataka kuanza, kama unaanza, it's very, very easy. Of course, even the pandemic, when there were lockdowns, it made people really appreciate what being able to pay online means. That can do for your business. All right.
And you walk into so many places these days, no cash payments allowed. Na kama by the way, it's so bad. Kama una money online, you won't be able to access the service or the product because many people want their payments to be done in the digital way. Lakini pengine nikuulize, now that you've made it very clear as a young person, it's important to also adopt the mobile money and digital payment systems. Nikikuwa na biashara, alafu nikuje nikuuzie kitu, mimi nauza mitumba pale, alafu nikuuzie, alafu nikwambie payment unanitumia kwa namba yangu. Lakini sijaeka kama ni you pay to a till, kama ni pochi. Does paying direct to my number cause a bit of, distrust, ama ni muhimu sana akuwe na hiyo structure ya pay either through the bank like this, ama with the till?
I think kulipa through a structured method create some formality in your business. And of course, that formalness inafanya customers wanna trust your business. And business na trust ziko, zinaendanisha. Kama hakuna trust,
I'm not buying from you.
Exactly.
What do you mean?
And as you can see nowadays, pia watu wameanza, even the business guys, wameanza kuogopa sana watu ku-reverse pesa. Mtu anakutumia alafu for real unaona, and then ana reverse. So these other methods of payments, kina pay bills, kina tills and the rest, sort of zina ku-assure that pesa yako
won't be reversed.
Exactly.
Right.
So it's also good to look at some of those things.
Right.
And that structuredness of your money, pay inakusaidia ku reconcile.
Right.
Because for example, let's say ulikuwa ngoja do from someone like 10k, and then maybe tumepatana niko like shika 10k enda kwa kunywa chai. Once zimekuja zote pale mbili, how do you know whose is whose? So when you're doing your reconciliations, unajipata hujui pesa ya biashara, hujui pesa yako. Exactly.
The lines become very blurry.
Yep.
All right. Now the options in mobile money are quite a lot, right? Na kijana anaweza kuwa amechanganikiwa, hajui nichague till ama nichague pochi ama nifanye bank, transfer. So how can a young person make your decision to make the decision from an informed point of view? What should they consider when picking one method of payment versus the other? Na naweza pata hiyo guidance wapi? We don't know, to be very honest. Hatujui. So sinastaki, unafanyangaje? Ni pochi. So we don't want to copy and paste everything. You also want to make some decisions from your own research. So how do I make that decision as a young person?
I think first of all, what you need to look at is how easy is it for your customers to make payments with whichever method that utachagua. 2, how easy is it for you to access your funds with whichever methods that unachagua. And then, number 3, how easy is it for you to reconcile, you know, the funds that zinakuja kwa that account at the end of the day, because at the end of the day unataka kujua you making money, and how do you know that the sales that you've made from your expenses. Na kama hakuna one channel of, you know, have aggregating all your funds, then inakuwa challenge.
Okay.
And then number 4, of course tunataka to expand our business, yeah. And at some point maybe you'll be like, maybe I can get some funds from a financial institution. So if you also want to do that, then it means they might need to see where your money is coming from. So having that statement of account inakuwa nzuri sana. So depending on what you're really targeting, the ease of payment, the ease of even having that platform.
Yeah.
Pia inakusaidia kuchagua. And then kama pia unataka kuintegrate, kuna watu wako na digital platforms, maybe they want to do an end-to-end integration. Pia nayo inasaidia, so that now you want an easy method both for yourself as a business person, na for your customers.
All right, thank you so much. But ni kitu tunajifunza polepole. So nikikutana na expert kama wewe, naweza kakuuliza, unani guide, ndio? All right, so let's move to e-commerce and online selling opportunities. All right, so selling things online has created a lot of opportunities for people. Si wote tungeweza kwenda pale tutengeneze a stall, we start selling our stuff there, but we're in business just through a phone. A phone squeezing in office ya mtu mzima, you understand? So just talk to us about what young people need to know as they get into this space, and also how is the e-commerce market looking like in Kenya in this day and age. Opportunities zile ziko pale pia for a young person in business. What are those opportunities?
E-commerce actually haikuanza juzi, but when we had the lockdown situation, actually that accelerated e-commerce so much, right? Because uko kwa nyumba yako and you need something, what do you do at that point, right? So that really made it made guys invest a lot in the online systems, na pia ikaonyesha watu that it's actually possible. I want to believe before that mtu angekuambia atakuuzia kitu on delivery, you'd actually think they're crazy, right? Yeah, so it actually created that space where now guys started believing in e-commerce. And now once we have that already, kuna platforms the likes of Jumia, etc. So we have platform where we have you can actually post your goods. That platform si lazima iwe yako. You know, kuna our aggregators, you can just go there, post your stuff, and guys are buying from there. So in terms of e-commerce, that is usually mostly watu walikuwa wanajua tu ni website, that you can just go browse and buy something. But now the social media platforms zimewezesha sort of zina move that narrative from just a website to now even within the social media platforms. Umeona kina Facebook wame create marketplaces, kina Instagram, they all have those marketplaces. Guys are being paid, even if you're a content creator. Kina TikTok, they're also paying you from those places, YouTube and the rest. So e-commerce really move pia from selling digital, you know, selling physical products to even selling services, right? Utapata pia kama we ni mwalimu, you're posting your services over there, watu watakupigia simu and then you go, you know, kama wewe ni makeup artist, you need to
there.
So e-commerce is broad now.
I got someone the other day online wakufanya thara cleaning, wana clean vitu, deep cleaning everywhere. It was just online. All right, so it's really making life easier. Watu wa biashara, they are getting their customers direct, and it's convenient for us who are looking for services and the product. So mtu anawezaje jaribu sana a create ile trust, because someone is buying your product without having seen it physically. Na yona tu online na kuamini what I kusikua na ile this is what I ordered versus what I got. You know those things. So how can I make sure that your trust, I don't lose it with my clients? Because you know, building trust takes time, but losing it instantly. So as I'm getting into this online space, those things that I need to do so that ni ensure ile trust iko pale, wanaamini product yangu, they can order my product even before seeing it. What are those skills and what are those things that I need to do?
I think we need to be ethical in our businesses. Of course, also being honest with ourselves and our customers. They might look far-fetched, but if you really, you're not building a business for it to die tomorrow.
Yes.
Ndio unataka hiyo biashara yako grow from selling one item to selling 100 to selling, to being a global brand.
Absolutely.
So I think that vision we should always have that vision at the end, at the back of our minds, so that when you're doing what you're doing, you're also protecting your business name, because as you just said, trust is critical in any business.
Yeah.
Now once customer amepoteza trust na biashara yako,
So
actually it's usually said one customer ukimserve vibaya ataambia like,
many others,
exactly,
and that's it. And
exactly.
They run to
That
online,
is it,
they
yeah.
go back there and they tag you and everyone is like, cancel this one.
Na utapata hata mtu hajawahi nunua kutoka kwako,
they start just
hata anasema exactly. So hata ataambia watu wengine usinunue huko kwa sababu I was told by my friend,
and then they'll share that video. All right. Okay, so integrity matters a lot. Uza ile kitu iko, put it as, usi-download pictures za AI.
Alafu unaenda kusema ati I can sell this to you.
Like pictures za AI zinatupoteza.
Na watu wamekuwa wajanja nowadays. They are able to clearly tell.
Lakini wengine hawajui bado.
Still fall.
Yeah, kuna bado wale wanaingia kwa hiyo trap. So someone is putting a picture that they made using AI, anakwambia hii ndo ako nayo, ukiletewa kwa nyumba mata unashangaa, ala, okay,
Exactly.
And speaking of AI, in this day and age, how important is it for small businesses, for the young people?
Yeah.
Is it something that I need to start, adopting to as early as I start my business? Ama AI ni kitu ya corporate, na uko juu wenye wako. That is not a conversation for me at this point. I'm just selling my mitumbas. So before we take some questions from our online community, tuambie umuhimu wa kuintegrate artificial intelligence in what we're doing.
Artificial intelligence is really good, and it has come to actually help us a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, to help us with speed, to help us with creativity, to help us with engagement, all sort of things that kitambo zilikuwa zina sound far-fetched.
Yeah.
And even for businesses, let me even give you an example. Nancy Fancy, right?
Fancy Nancy.
Fancy.
But you don't know, unaweza kuvuka high five. All that. Fancy Nancy.
Fancy Nancy. So, you're selling your merchandise.
Yeah.
And usiku umelala. And you have a customer from a different part of the world.
Yeah.
Where kwao ni mchana. And then ameshaingia kwa site yako, amepatana na whatever merchandise anataka. Maybe they want to make an inquiry. Using AI, it can engage that customer while you're asleep. Inaweza hata mjibu maswali zake, mwambie operating time, inaweza, it can even take messages for you. And then zimekuwa zimeenda too advanced to a point that they can even take the orders themselves. So we were just talking about digitizing our businesses. Now tunaona AI to enable to even go further. To even, kama umeanza to, someone was asking, can I start a business nikiwa bila capital?
Okay.
You see, with that small investment on that AI, utafanya job bila kukuwa na an extra person who will now be, even you'll also be able to manage your business without having an extra hand. But again, at the same time, tumesema, let's say you want to do an advert, you want to create content for your page. Hauna pesa za kwenda kulipa content creator. AI can create that for you. And then once umeanza now to stabilize ama to get your footing on it, then you can get professional services.
So as you're trying to make those to poster, hauna pesa kulipa graphic designer at that point, but AI can help in creating the poster without any cost. Alafu with time, you include, and I like that you're making it very clear, we are not doing away with the real humans who do these things, because there's been that debate.
I know,
but I like how we are meant to like just synergize and work together. But inaweza saidia yule ambaye anaanza na hana funds bado, sindio? All right, and still on the question of AI, kuna mtu alikuwa ameuliza, Marcy alikuwa ameuliza, what role does AI play in digitizing businesses today? That's what you've answered. Asante sana kwa swali lako. Alafu kuna mwingine pia alikuwa ameuliza kama anafaa kuwa ameregister hiyo biashara yake before a digitize digitize? I saw that question, so you'll answer that. Alafu pia Masi anauliza, is it safe to use free public wifi? Pengine umeenda kwa restaurant, ushaomba hapo upewe wifi hapo to do your online business ya biashara yako. Is that safe to do? That's free wifi ya pale kwa hoteli. Utatuambia kama ni sawa. Anataka kufanya business transactions zake lakini anataka wifi ya bure hiyo hoteli. Is it safe to do that? So you'll be giving Mercy an answer to that. And also we had a question from Chief on Zoom. Anauliza, what skills should young creatives learn to stay relevant digitally? Okay, right. So maybe we can tackle those before we move to our next part on cybersecurity. Great. So tuanze, free wifi kufanya business transaction, yes or no?
Hapo nayo itakuwa like a straight yes or no answer, because it really depends unafanya nini na the wifi sio. Probably unataka ku create content. Yes, tulisema you can digitizing is literally so you want to post your content online. Maybe ulienda uka create home, ukatengeneza video yako nzuri, but hauna bundles za so umeingia we all know umeingia umeitisha wifi, so it is okay to to use the wifi to upload your content, to post your videos, but mahali ambapo tunafaa kuangalia sana, don't use your public wifi to when you're putting in your credentials. Uko hapo kwa TikTok yako, hapo ndo unaweka username, unaweka password na uko kwa free wifi. Uko kwa your bank platform unataka kulipa, ndo unaweka your credentials. So try as much as possible, ukiweka any passwords ama personal details, you're off public
or payment.
Exactly.
Okay.
You're off public wifi.
Alright. So public wifi unaweza tumia kama ni kuweka post. Unaona venye asubuhi ulipiga picha hapa, tukipost we are here guys. That's okay. Tukitumia wifi ya hapa. Lakini tukianza kulipa za mabiashara tusitumie public wifi. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. Chief alikuwa ameuliza, what skills do you need as a young person so that you're able to thrive in this to thrive in the digital space, to stay relevant? Anafaa kuhakikisha kuna skills gani? Help Chief pale Zoom.
Chief, hiyo ni swali nzuri sana, because in this day and age, kama hauna digital skills, kutumia hizi social platforms or all these digital platforms, is really important to be able to do that, kwa sababu utakuwa uko na biashara nzuri sana, but you need now to employ other people to post for you, for example. Do you need to get other people to do content for you? So it's important that you get that sort of knowledge. And then of course communication skills, very critical, because for your business to run and to manage your business, unahitaji sana kuwa na proper relations.
Clients can push you to the wall.
Na utaki kuambia
ndio uko sasa ndio utafute kwingine, si I use you hapa peke yake.
Exactly.
Lazima ujue like, sorry madam, I'm sorry about that incident. Let me look into it.
Exactly.
Kama una communication utamwambia tafuta kwingine inabaiwa.
Si wewe tu customer hapa.
Si wewe customer peke. Alright, so communication is important.
Very necessary.
Okay, alright. Okay, thank you for that. And they can also learn editing kidogo hapa kule, color grading, nini,
muhimu sana.
Ndo at least
kutumia digital tools, very important.
And you can learn these things for free on YouTube or through a friend.
Through your friends.
Okay, alright. Wala alikuwa ameuliza kama lazima nikuwe nimeregister hiyo biashara ambayo na digitize. Utamwambia dini?
Not necessary, by the way, but it's important. Sababu kama ni biashara yako, kama iko registered, you want to protect your digital identity.
Absolutely.
So if someone maybe anataka ku-clone biashara yako na iko online na hauja register, what right, hauna any legal nini ya ku-claim that ile nyingine si yako, you get. So it's important to register your business, so that again you also protect your rights as well.
All right, good. Now let's talk about cybersecurity. As much as we are talking about going online, the advantages of going online as a young business person, there's still a lot of threats that you'll face on that online space. So what kind of threats are these, and how do you maneuver in a safe way to prevent, any dangers that might come from the online space? And what do these dangers actually look like?
It's actually a good question coming immediately after tumesema you need to create, you know, trust for your company. Yeah, and really cybersecurity comes in multiple ways. Watu wanaweza you know, they can kuna moja inaitwa phishing, ambapo watu wana get information from you and use it to now deal as you. Yeah. Utapata watu wanakutumia, wanakucall, wanakwambia mimi nimetoka bank, ninakupigia nataka kupata code fulani, and then once umewapatia that code, they're able to now take over and now transact kama wewe, sio? And then pia kuna watu wanaiba sana digital identities za watu, sio? Yeah, so that is also very prevalent currently. And that's why you need to ensure that your business is really, and even yourself, ume create some level of security around you, so that customers pia wanaweza trust, and you need to keep on constantly ukiangalia online kama kuna watu wengine pia wana trade kama wewe, so that you're easily able to tell customers this business is not me, yangu legitimate, and and there are many different ways watu wanafanya hivyo. Ukiangalia kama kina X, you can be verified, and other handles you can get that verification tick, because most of the time these guys attend, mtu anachukua nini yako, profile yako, rarely will they pay so that they can be verified, because that leaves a digital footprint. Na wataki kushikwa per se, right? So it's important that una verify your business. So meaning
verify
hata kama
your business is a way of also protecting yourself. All right. Okay. Besides verifying your business, is there any other way they can protect themselves?
Yeah, absolutely. Very many ways. Ile tulikuwa tumeongea usitumie, you know, those public Wi-Fi's.
No public Wi-Fi's when doing personal stuff.
Yeah, creating those passwords and, you know, weak passwords.
Wamama wakuta date of birth ya watoto wao.
Ndio hivyo.
I stopped that behavior. Unaangalia mtoto date of birth, that's your password. Yeah, okay,
so
that's
weak passwords, what it could a bit not easy to guess.
Yeah.
And then ensure all the time mali kuna multi-factor authentication.
Yeah.
So multi-factor authentication inamaanisha don't only use your username and password, and that's it. Because that means mtu akipata username yako na password, ashaingia na kona control your stuff. So usually ukiona most hata the banking platforms ikona username, password, and then another authentication kama OTP. And then that, because it is a one-time OTP every time una login inakuitisha. So always try and ensure where the system provides multi-factor authentication, enable all the time.
All right. Yeah? And don't share those passwords.
Please, please.
Don't share them. You're private. All right.
Yes.
Great. Thank you so much for that. Before we wrap up, of course, I want you to speak to the young people. Lakini before you do that, pia kuna swali nilikuwa nimeona mtu ameuliza, kama mtu akienda kwa page yako anaona all your content ni AI, maposta AI, yani umetumia tu AI kila kitu, will they lose trust in you? Na ndio hiyo tumesema kama unaanza unaweza tumia tu AI kwa sababu itakukatia cost hapa kule, but will people still feel will people see your business as unserious when they see most business posts on your business account are AI generated?
Yeah. Actually, people really wanataka kuona some authenticity, right? And ukitumia AI all the time, that really inakuwa eroded. And of course, when that authenticity is not there, then of course it means trust pia haipo kwa biashara yako, and even into your brand, you know. Kama image yako tu ni AI. I was actually looking at something juicy. Mtu alikuwa anasema they are tired of talking to AI. Kwa sababu you know, I talk to you, then wewe unaingia kwa AI, unaiuliza how do I respond, and then you copy and then you send to me. Then mimi naona ni AI, nikikwambia why are you talking me to AI, unarudi tena you get
AI.
Exactly. So authenticity is good. It's good to be yourself.
Okay. All right. So don't over rely on it. All right. So parting shot to the young people who've been watching us this morning, wanaanza biashara yao, some of them are trying to scale up, and this has been an eye-opening conversation for them on digitizing their business. Utawacha na parting shot gani?
Mintambia, everyone who has a business or you're thinking to start a business, digitizing your business should not be any this expensive affair. It's you need to have all this, big budget to start digitizing your business. Anza tu kidogo. Be consistent at what you're doing, keep at it, keep improving, look at ways of getting into different spaces, vile biashara yako pia ina grow. Kama ndo unaanza, kama una need engagement, be there, keep listening to your customers. Actually, your customer feedback is very critical because at the end of the day you're selling to your customers. And yeah, be right there. Usichoke, continue doing your best. Ukiona something high work, it's always good to pivot if it's not working.
All
so
right.
Keep at it.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Samuel. Such a pleasure speaking to you this morning. We've learned so much. I have learned so much, and I believe our online community feels the same way. So kama ulikuwa unadhania mambo ya kudigitize biashara is something big, something technical, Samuel has made it very simple for us, very palatable for all of us. It's simple, but it's something that we all need to do. Your customers are online, so be right there where they are. Now, just in case you know someone who needs this conversation, they're building a business, they're building a brand, and probably they did not manage to join us live this morning, please share the link to go up on our social media platforms, Co-op Bank Kenya, on X, on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn as well. Share far, share wide, so that tusaidie vijana as they scale up in their different businesses. Always a pleasure being with you every single Friday. See you next week with a lot more when it comes to impactful conversations powered by the Co-operative Bank of Kenya. Goodbye.